Hi Blue Marble Riders, welcome to another Intercom review. I did the last one about a year ago, maybe longer. This is the Nighthawk N8. First of all, disclaimer, again, this was sent to me free. I've had no input about what I have to say about this.
Okay, Blue Marble Riders, here we go with the road test of the Nighthawk N8. Not particularly scientific, but what I have is my wife's helmet, who isn't here right now, so I've got a radio playing in there. It's a very boring talk show. There's the radio, here's the N8, and right now they're not connected. But as soon as I press my mesh button on the back, you will see this one flash green. And now you can probably hear it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right away, it's behind a metal fence, there's a little bit of a Faraday cage there, much as you would get inside a town or an urban environment, but it's also heavily forested, heavily hilled. As you look at it, it's sort of on the level with the road right now, so it's a worst case scenario road test. And when I tested the previous intercom that I did, the XGP X10, I got about 200 meters in this scenario out of it. I had it actually on the ground with a radio in it, but it's pretty much the same height and the same sort of issues that this is going to have. So we'll see what we get out of this. In the worst case scenario, there's no prairies in line of sight here. I'm going to be going round that corner and up a hill, down this hill, round that hill. We'll see what we get. Right now, if you look carefully, I've set the trip meter to 0 on the bike. Here we are at 0 kilometers. Let's see what we get. First of all, a simple trip down the dead-end street here of my road. Still going. $100 meters. Still going. And it's just frapped out at 200 meters, exactly the same as the X10, which is, oh, it's back on. And it's off. So that was 200 meters out of line of sight. That's a big bush in the way, and it's barking at me right now. See if it reconnects by itself. Yes, it's reconnected automatically by itself now with that helmet that you see there. Okay, let's go up the hill. Still connected. It's about 200 meters now, and I just lost it. Round a corner, up a hill, between the trees, 200 meters. I don't know how that compares with Cardo or Sena, but it says to me that you can see there's a hill in the way, there's no line of sight here. It's telling me it's lost connection. My house is over that hill, round the corner, through the trees. And let's see if it reconnects again. And it is now reconnected. You will see it right there. I'm going to go down the hill. And still going. This is about 200 meters again. And it's just lost connection. So very solid 200 meters in worst case scenario. That's about what it can do. It's no line of sight. There's a house in the way, there's trees in the way, hill in the way, and it's back on. It's reconnected. So worst case scenario, I'd say you've got about 200 meters with this. Okay, this part of the test is over. Okay, the Nighthawk N8s, how do they work on the helmet? Well, it's First of all, my first suspicion was they were going to be a lot harder to operate than the XGP X10, which I already have from the same company, because they don't have a jog wheel on them. The jog wheel is a really big help. It's when you've got gloves on, it's very easy to find that jog wheel, turn the unit on, adjust the volume. With this though, I was quite surprised. I was expecting to be a lot more difficult to get, but I can find the power button, I can turn it on, no problem. The volume isn't bad. We're going to go on the highway in a second. So here we are coming up to speed on the motorcycle. We're at triple digits now. I'll get into 6th gear, and here we are, triple digits, and it was perfectly hearable. However, that is with no earplugs in this helmet. It's a reasonably quiet helmet. I can hear things really quite clearly. I can hear the cars as I go past them. It's a quiet helmet. I'm behind a shield, and finally I have the speakers projected forward from the cutouts with the foam backing pads, so they really are right on my ears. I am dubious though as to how they would perform with earplugs in on a naked bike. They don't seem quite as loud as the XGP X10, and while that may seem strange, they have larger speakers and they have the identical internals in these two comm systems. The Nighthawk N8 and the XGP X10 are identical inside, only the speakers differ really, and the speakers are bigger on the Nighthawk N8. So why am I saying that it appears to me that the XGP has perhaps got a little bit more volume? And the only thing I can come up with, and this is pure speculation on my part, is that it takes more energy to drive the larger speakers. They're 45mm speakers, they are heavier speakers, they contain stronger magnets, and I'm no electrician or you know, I'm not really a scientist either, so I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that it takes more energy to drive those speakers, and it's not outputting quite the same volume. I'd say it's about 10% down on the XGP X10. For this bike, in this situation, in these conditions, with no earplugs in, on a very quiet helmet, it is much more than adequate. I wouldn't run it at the highest level. So in conclusion, what do I think of the Nighthawk N8 intercom system for motorcycles? I think it's good. I think it's well worth the money. It does the job, particularly on a bike with a screen, a reasonably quiet helmet, perhaps even with earplugs. The buttons and the lack of a jog wheel are not as much of a hindrance as I thought they would be. Initially, the one thing I really loved about the XGP X10 is that jog wheel. It's so easy to activate the on, off, and turn the volume up and down with it, answer calls, etc. It's a massive honking great jog wheel. Hard to miss. On this, you've got the same number of buttons for. Mesh is very easy on both of them, but the buttons, getting to the buttons on this, it's a learned muscle memory. However, it was relatively easy for me. They have thought about it. It's easy to hit the power button, it's easy to hit the mesh button, and it's easy to do volume up and volume down. A double tap on the volumes and it'll tell you what power level you've got left in it. So not as bad as I thought. Would I recommend the Nighthawk N8? Yes, I would. I would recommend it, but not for people who are riding naked bikes with loud exhausts, don't wear earplugs, or wear earplugs in noisy helmets. I don't think that you're going to be able to hear it as clearly as you should do. They're both priced the same amount. The XGP X10 is 219 Canadian, whatever that is in the US, 150, I'm not sure. And the Nighthawk N8 is also 219 Canadian. Which one would I spring for? If I had a super quiet bike with a super quiet helmet, I would go for the slightly better bass and mid-range on the Nighthawk N8. If though I had a noisier bike, I would definitely go for the XGP X10, as it has a more volume on it. It drives smaller speakers which don't distort, but they do produce more volume, and that could be critical on something like high highway speeds. As I said, noisy helmet, no screen. So there you have it. I'd like to thank them for sending them to me, but my honest review is I will probably probably switch back to the XGP X10 just because I like the added volume, and I often will wear, or sometimes will wear, this helmet with my Moto Guzzi, which is a naked bike, and you know, I'd like to be able to hear with earplugs on the music, and I'm not sure that that's fully attainable on the Nighthawk N8. It is on the XGP X10, so take your pick, guys, whichever one suits you. I'm going to tip my hat slightly at the XGP X10. That would be where I would put my money if I was in your position. I have both of them. I have no axe to grind. They're both from the same company. That's the one I would go for by a titch. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, share, subscribe, and until the next one, this is the BlueMarbleRider out. Thanks for watching.